born when you're 21 years a pair at what Bojuma, Nama and Yama Atum Ayakapo 40 goals. Above, I'm making 4 assists, and Yama Atum Ayakama, and a reporter of Morodium, and the Anno Pefio Emperor and Porto game, a Branton Essa in Yago, Emma and Yama Atum Echo, come on, pay, Mary and 70 Adi Emma will come on, not me Porto really answer Adi Karim Benzema, also adding some at the bar, not Benzema say, no clear, Oka, Uhuahi, not Wabeka. Was it a day 2026 World Cup? Obeko World Cup, Punibo Camo Biate, World Cup France national team. Now, I don't know if any of the former club, the D. Eddie Madrid, a Camilla say a Nema Enkoye, na a Demcra and I see, and Oran D. Eddie Benzema, say Yanka Emo Biante, was a place, or bear a huni row. I will not able to play on the field of play. Na a Nema Ayakama, Vini Junior, and we say, or a left winger. Onya bono chuba kumienu e was oye crossing e the match striker helping to net and on to Oranti e Jude Bellingham e was also oye playmaker box to box oye juman ewia on former striker e mani woni won say obetumi as a goal eti oye striker and on to Oranti e Rodrigo Goyes e so no so tiasie so no so e right winger onya bono onya crossing mbra na Kylian Mbappe hu say won so enye playmaker won e forward bon e from Twatina, or Baby Sampama, the team performing, and Kakra Benzema, now so at Atuja pay, Madi and Commodity at Amakama. Now report and on Premier account, and I say, oh, Premier League Rimua, and 24 at the bar, almost by January 1. January 1, say, oh, your player, and now we say go. Na ase o ton wo say de o kotoje ton wo sa fa pitch ne so a yes yellow card e be ko diamount and 24 see a just celebration mo wo mo see a prepare players ne toto and this celebration a wo say go pe na wo kotoje ne mu de atwi hwa me patch 24 say wo atwa mo tin ton time by January 1 momode na wo yes celebration na and 24 see yellow card be ko diamount na enema atumi akoye and a report na no pemisa eka na me de en bi ari ema kama na unum se World Cup insensebu a ente yebekono me pacho de tie ene se urum ari ampanifo se ese urum e Mexico ana fe US mountains ho a de mete ene anopay ese ampanifo se ene urum ade hotel no wom abomodi aprepretire amomatimi ate so kama enti de tene se omatibi so de but atumu eturum adia dia metene se anka ura US and America hotel anka aye $157 no dia mete RSM 24 say e say e ko $3,882 e dia say ya tumo etimu amoko US Montano me pacho bua usika no na konbo modin se ekwa obetimi appropriate na nyamatimi aye kama and report na no premisa eka na mete ensem bi ari amamo kama e wo so eso na me pacho Liverpool ya and I said, Mfantseman yansa way, wom returning about Jumia to my weekend, and no able to me about the upper Padrino, ya mete answer Anslot, as a Mfantseman way, a branch Federico Chiesa, Cody Gapo, then a branch Endo, one Ebomati are returning abba, one a year training and ne, and so any team a year 20 say a beer, Nam a to my weekend game one, Tim and T at Liverpool Elpono, one able to remember Paul, na and Yama Etum Air Kama, and Eka Crampa to fit Liverpool Elpa. Na Paul scores akache Amorimu say e was say what me be play eye ekomi a say entura e say we di anema ekokama Adama United na omomadense na bemu embu na obeto akoso ayatuma Adama United and ekakra Paul scores ade atudwa na Roy Kane say ankamo biante was say England wo media no wo mo nsada nye correct biblisa e say was say Man United ana koto Isaac ene baye ana niema enkoyi akaba now anka udu radio station bia na TV station bia e wo Great Britain anka beti Man United fonka was say wo mo na mde ma no esi abrante onana ho e ma bon entimi am performing na no e kakra me Porto run din enso e Roy Kane enso aka e di afa ayada Liverpool tiba ene ana fi media house wo mo so e bomodi e say Man United e no e kakra no pefio eba na me di ensem bi ade ama wo kama na udum se ene Arsenal team any votes ebebo na e aduma weekend here na obeka mpacho December 1 1934 eye emepacho game akwa Arsenal tena Emirates enso ati votes ebon 7-0 na udum se orandi ade Ralph Beckett Orianti ade Bolden ana feno Ted Drake wonu enya 4 goals ade guatenemu ama enema aye kama ti vote die e bone se eruamu die na se enema aye kama eno kaka no peminsa eka na modern penny for se Abrante Master Tuano e se bono aretene a obekto so aye djuma edi ama mado di team nti ebia game against the Deportivo Alavés Orianti ade Master Tuano betumi agyemu aye djuma ade Madrid eno kaka no Mensa eka Stuttgart ese ehia Abrante and Gonzalo Garcia from Madrid no de nako na enema so etima prepretre ero kaka no pefio eba midi en commodity that emana Abrante Camaradini Abrante and Kamadin Sulemana won say oye Ghanaian international sina kan erma Atlanta Bergamo reporter metene say 2 weeks born etina fi wapra otimi anya djuma enfama Atlanta eno kaka mpatwa 24 ya bomidi commodity enso edi ema wakama ewo zone eso na me Porto Ghana ni di ade Kalabirenchi reporter meten se Besiktas ese bone emone mu awobo ede ma ade Amejela no wom kwakofa kodano aba by January na Abrante di ade Kalabirenchi erom Besiktas eno kaka no pay efi eba medin commodity na so edi Amazabi Alonso yese game wom ebebo against Ebia Deportivo Alavés likely say olusu pe empenfo to me apamo amanako eno kaka no pefuo eba medi enkomodi bi that ama Nigeria one final squad no aba Stanley Nwabili Amas Obasogi Francis Uzoho defenders Uroma Wolford Indidi Frank Onyeka Dele Basiru Mohammed Usam Alex Iwobi Ebenezer Akinsimoro Oran di enso ede Rafael Onyadika Alfredo Tochuku Nade wono eka wo be Calvin Bassi Zaidu Sanusi Semi Ajayi Bruno Onyamechi Igo Ogbo Chidozi Awaziam Bright Osai Samuel Rian Elebosi Urem Adia Adimola Lukman Victor Osimhen Akor Adams Samuel Chukwueze Cyril Dises Salim Fago Moses Simon Chidera Ejuke and run di ade Paul Onachu wam anampoto Nigeria wam final squad no etumi aba urum Morocco reporter mete NS Mune Al Kaju Yasin Bonu El Medi Al Hara urum defenders ne kakra Fakimi Mohammed Tibi Jawad Yamik Afe Roman Sais Oran di ade Abdul Hamid Edado Yanayef Aged Adam Nasima Afe Uroma Nazer Mazuri Yeworan di adi Anas Salah Edin Papan di adi Azadin Onahi Bilal Kanous Nia Nahu Urum Edia Isman Sabari Waron Kanwu bi Yeo Sofian and Rabat Osama Tagalini Waron Kanwu bi Mepacho Brahim Diaz Elias Akumach Afe Chandin Taubi Yusuf Nazuri Ayub El Kabi, Sofian Rahim, Orandi Abdul Samad Eza Zoli, Anafene Ellis Bense, Papandi Edi Yusuf Belamari, Ana Hamza Igaman, Wam Edi Etumi Abana Morocco, Durum Edia, Nas Romoko Squad, Naso Etumi Abano Pay, Medi and Commodity Adi Amawakama, Yamfa and several Ezebono, Urum Edia reporter maintenance Brante Mason Greenwood, the attorney say, boy, no, Etum Aye Juma, Ama say, Gosa, Orandi Edi Leo Mesila Puga Atomica, Eba say, Ewa, Ayadia PS, no, report and say, Ewa Bondes, Ewa, Ayadia France League, so run it Edi Mason Greenwood, e say, Washem more goals, Edi Achem Messi, Ewa League Animua, 35 goals, Messi Eba say 32, and Eka cano pay Eba. Now, Urum Ewa basketball kakra, the attorney say, run the Edi Stefan Corey, Wepra, Nani Prano, Ochremusi.
It was a contusion that turned into or combined with a muscle strain. They call it the VMO towards the bottom of your quad. So the hardest part is getting full range of motion back, which I pretty much only got back like 3-4 days ago. But right now it's like a pain tolerance thing and just getting, the strength back in it.
Way Kakra Steph Curry a player at the Golden State Warriors on Adia to John Randy Adia Kevin Durant a player at the Portland Trail Blazers. Now a game of Munyan Kunimtino or run at me Edin Como.
I think guys have reshaped their games and adapted to the new style of basketball, and James has always been a player that gets ahead of stuff like that, so it's no surprise to me that he's balling out.
What impresses you about James's, basketball mind? It seems like teammates really enjoy that aspect of playing with him.
Just that he doesn't let anybody get him rattled. Everywhere he goes, he plays his game, and people kind of fit in around him, so he's pretty much the source for a lot of the team's offense, every spot he's been to, and a lot of players have benefited off of him just being on the floor. So, he's a tough cover, and we scout heavily for players like that.
Way in some Kakra Kevin Durant a player at the Portland Trail Blazers basketball team will run at the permitting community, and so at the Amawakama it will show us so Yamfa and several NC. The report and say will run it at the Julian Alvarez say Atletico Madrid won't come be a net and now watch that. Yet here is the audience of Falcon. A poor Roman ye, also with Magic League, a Atletico Madrid, and Kakra Bono at the Atuja champion a bebe.
Kapiito.
Pejamuka Kanafi, Nim Comanafi, and Kuya Minabiana Kama Party, Yamanonafi, Yam Perpetual Fem Free Hall. Now, Heaven's Gate, a room Eufia, Yababin Como Eufia, now and Yamatimaka, Medican Catch was a local debut at Basso, Yame Ayat to Mochina, at Tiwatina, I was here call. Na if you call perpetual quartan when him come and ya fear now also when your taste of game one and able to me acosono ababe bia bokore
Kapiito
over south on you now
I when you say ya kong holy water Mr. Perfect menge me date Kowechi ehuma number praises Kowechi ebeje slabe 8B killers I ready wali waiti yesterday from all this francas sankwas then claim holy asemi we so me wobaka damena menge samina muricha kushi once mapobi da wajaje mashitan maka na bible na Quran oya wonu hu dem ye Islam ni Makaranta Mr. Rostazi. I want you say ya kong.
Holy. Okay.
Obisa. Nkofu kansam. Na awo na ye kong a awo ye papan yezuicha yerba. Mu ye zandetro kong.
Oh, okay.
And a boy microphone to my say this. I'm so excited there. I came to visit for 3 days.
Okay.
Na fiti Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. The kind of reception I'm kissing for was a moment. Okay. I'm so excited. The what Donimpa
Mfantseman Powersport.
The atmosphere is very welcoming.
Okay.
Obi who wants say Padrino, yes. And it's very loving. Or Cape Coast. Me empo me new ajiman kissing more than Cape Coast now.
Okay.
Empowered. Okay. Yes, Cape Coast what doing the radio people, but Charlie. Wow, menu aji.
Okay.
And a team here what's in a metri. I think I've seen them because of Nkofubi, the twins diary.
Yes, guys.
Or TikTok.
Oh, okay.
And
okay.
Charlie, I'm branding here serious.
Okay.
Papa.
Some catch us on Babaham say ya pena. Oh, just say unimum.
Oh yes.
But I mean say be a unimum say be but they say be na Facebook here and idea. And it's half one person who brand no.
The branding be serious.
Come up.
So Jesse me before we be quasi me watching him papa your team in change.
On for the amount.
And they are na meko. So however you get that way Jesse green one no. Me kwa me sha me the Cape Coast me programmer. At least. Nature say people also know that me ba man kesim team be high friend Heaven's Gate.
Okay.
And me was some sneakers green be near there.
The manager makes it colors.
Yeah, course na e be me do han and then I me to palm about 3 days. Biena manager and
Yari Evans get Babin Como, it was sort of Mr. John Yabakoye.
Adumo Kapiito.
Okay, Sabusa Funa here.
Adumo.
You see, I see Yachakakra.
No cre, Isha Chekaka, Jume to the Biana, you will croom once near near, and you're sanity. And when I come put it saying, I'm in Chadi, we be a cost of fine injuries, Kakra, but Adumunti a concord.
Wow. You didn't come out crowd was shown so.
Okay.
Mo bound say before sell league in the best starting meeting come on. Say you did a mob of 5 games so far. More than body you be come on. No. My mama was shedding e wo asama e si here to mo no. You wo hwan ye te say mwaka kunya accident bi. That time the crowd phone cry you be a coffee near free club say ko dan what to say na de wi na man kasimu for person hu de wi na ma e kro. So be anya mo tre. Emma later obechirechire nsemu bebre my mama shedding e wo die see ye no me se be call bebre mama shedding e wo die see me di say enkora ne se obia ho ye oh okay yendi komo kakra abebe ye wrom na me ni o madi komo kakra e wo team ni mu na Mr. George what the camp baham ye din komo do na na obi ka se me mu se wasem bi.
Okay.
Now, as somebody pakoka se me musa wo before see ebe sore so no me busa wo.
Okay.
Nemo no so far league no senate here.
So far so good. There's been few setbacks and it's part of the game, but I believe say you about 5 matches. You win 2, about draw 1, you lose 2. But we have one
we need 2
about draw 1. And you lose 2 entire 5, but you were protest back against friend of a very hopeful say you beat me.
I
think said they filled an unqualified player. Yeah, the way they be a make say in Sakra I think say before I ever start league RFA no the share and say you use CMS no, which is an upgrade, far better version compared to what now you used last season. And no Emma ACC ni yedin kakra so betimi ayeden ACC intino. I think say on match day no mo present a list to our surprise on at the end of the game no na list no ma present no o ma cancel be the back one and no mo dey pen I try then action and we fed it say was say you check here no na asem won intino ye 2-1 among. But ni na share penifo nsem nti ye hwe de penifo no beka.
Okay, na wo mo mamu date bi say if you know no be wi ana
protest na o bibia say ni ho. I think say na protest na na edoso nti na committee na no epeda na o matra ni nyina so no ma hwe ni nyina ho asem ayeden aka nti no ye hwe penifo anim ye gidi say say the no me konde sabetimi aka ye 3 points no.
Okay, last season mo first 5 games and compared this season this season last season no saying that a difference with one
difference kakra I think say last season no I think say you lose your first 2 matches if I'll be sure your first match any sacred you lose your and your second match and so you I think say commenting and also you lose your into the compare difference kakraba I say yenya 2 wins be your first 5 matches ye di Kenya 2 wins enya 1 draw say me the total last season there no I think say far better.
Oh wow now last season that's at 5 matches na mo how many points na mo da saying we league
near the top near was here near down honestly akoya ya DBA ye hwe say ye betimi normally no Heaven's Gate you slow start.
Okay.
O follow team now mid of the league any end no na.
Okay.
Until ya this is near person ki break free on na ka nya good start. Na ka yetimi the realm but aya the be
about say more start here more slow start
from division 3 na.
But as ye
kono obehu na middle na edivie no na ye gidigidi obi follow Heaven's Gate back as I think there was a season your first 3 matches you lose here.
Oh okay.
Yeah, I think our second year in division 3 you lose your first 3 matches.
Oh okay.
But you starting to say you win no na
tinka ebianka mo start yenka enema kokama sana ke ekusia medal no to the end of the season na enema na peke kama
ye penisa nanka ye percent ka yen start no bibia pija nanka ediwe, but we are also playing with equally good clubs. I feel say challenges ni bi wo no ntino. I think say, but we are very hopeful. We are very hopeful say e betimi akome the league.
Okay. Now so far moda saying what league ni?
Assistance now na say the 7th.
Moda 7th.
But teams ni nyina ye de dom with the same points.
So as a Bright Stars and so that 6.
Yeah, I think so.
7th.
I think so. Yeah, almost the goals difference, and if I'm clear, I'm very good with my submission side.
Okay. Check man after me who the we
exactly.
Na fe yanku yɛ na me bi enti.
Omo for the current league table name by for whatever reason in mint menche. Your last match I your boy no. Omo for table name by me jina the previous one before match week 5 in dia. Nanka Bright Star said I in cry, but pay mathematics in dia. They ball last week.
Okay.
Any results by dia na say ya buy him.
Oh, okay. So far, say na enema ko mobile league nka mobile krum ha. Ene astrotef 170. Munye bi mobile na mokokobɔ ewo enyan abasa. Say an enema tie o de compare say mo krum ha. Kabo bi komu ana.
Kapiito ekekum I can't say and it is true. Of your cranka or China match a local debut. The Papa Munanke was young ball man kesim. But she said 2 teams a woman kesim na yakobo a local debut or abasa. I think say idea a summer a hack clubs nibibre. But the can near Kakusi say park they be American and our brothers were here yesterday. I think I had a chance to listen to them. Okay. And I'm going to say exactly what they said. Park in the nation nipe binsa. There was a committee, if I quite remember, yeah, the shaman for being so much so. And you did say at this stage now, park no basemi. Now was a sound for now, but I think so far no who be but we as class to know was saying so you you know, I'll take this opportunity and urge all my colleagues I and say the yensu bit me because baby na kutia going to play Kapiito and that for match day. Me many can bet me as say close to 3,000 on just a match day.
Match back.
I'm telling you.
3,000
Ebedu, bro, Ebedu. The Nkolani Bedi. Now any friend of friend of is a very good team. Okay. Never see a camp a day before the match. Okay. Psychologically ne tactics be an per se. These are things the extra cost eba. And I think say park in the best same pinning for obi biara obetimi aye hu bibi no onye hu bibi
Mfantseman Powersport
ebeboa enye teams ne nko ebeboa mankesi mani nyina.
Okay. Etinese nkenye se bi amobo abasa anka seska we nyina ne sika
ka ebetimi se bi ade foforo
ama enema
exactly na yebo wa anso kra na market women nyi sika omo motonto ade wa around ni munye sika na Saturday cry market day nti nipa kra okrum bebri na beba ho so ma ba behwe wo awuto nsu kra no se enra auton one bag ene ochina the possibility of betimi aton 3 bags e was how much day no high nti ni nyina no economically no so no to the new mark form.
Okay. Yengro mu kakra nyame ya domu a mu ene Bright Stars ebo ochina depression no at saying it last year am say mo je 4 points wo mu nsam. Okay. I say mu play you find one side
or keeper yeah, or multi-talented or a general captain or a keeper or chairman 3 seasons, but anytime this season we about 3 matches I'm assist 1 last season or share about 5 matches I share 4 or 3 but a goalkeeper
and on your goal
yeah or a goalkeeper but when born in so oh yeah there is an article we trying to or a multi-talented or a goalkeeper but or a clinical finisher. I'm telling you or boy ni good on your player or ball I'll send you the video
wow
or your goalkeeper
wow say go na mo share nkofo na yo ya pa
I there a hand your match
yes
and I know say ochina no ombeba all out but they should be careful enu na ehu no
when they go home
omo no mo bo home
first
exactly
Wow. Almost 4 points I'm in the last year. On budget 6 a few what?
Oh, I know the Omaka. But say be Jumano. I'm not the kind of person I try to predict, because in football anything can happen.
Okay.
But I believe say both teams are very good teams. Bright Star is a team I have much respect for, and me as a person, okay. So this is a team I have much respect for. But on the field of play, there's a respect in the bed. But to only have to be here we are.
Okay. Ahead of watching that game, more supporters won't come out saying, I would be back. Now, would be back saying that here.
Oh yeah, be more free. I must be very honest. I do much there. Like the other time, I make a catch on. You said I need huge support base, sir. They be because you better Bright Stars or her. And you know, it looks as if say almost support base, I was structure at the end. But you almost mudi here, almost free, obiti me free so pepper so beba. And no, and who can be or near to be or crana quite. We as a club we go with a technical team. Your way, I can't educate a crown my timidity. Account in your marco, and anybody I try could testify to that. Say, Obi no our frame is say, Opeso Oba. Ebi nso de omo music aye den. Faka no de aba. Nti very hopeful.
Okay. Nyame adomo a minim saying na mo hye ne mo game no time obey na ehon hye to say minim ebia ewono omugi gate fee ana.
Yenji gate fee wo ho.
Eda ho me say da
open. It said it's a hard year. Said yeah. Astro definitely no. But more dressing room kakra. I think so. The toto had no and we much better. Unya baby pre-match crab baby ayetna no crab. I think say a place anka debi ni betimi about Division 1 league or to me, because referees no down wo match officials down wo home dressing room. They say nkunyani ade no, but I believe say on my EB. Okay.
To give me a time, babe.
Give me a 3, and you made 3. You never bought last match.
Oh, okay. You near Vince Gates and Eddie Comono. Plus, ni bimba when Kakana, maybe in Casa. Maybe Metrani said, I mean, didn't come Kakra. Daniel Salasi, I say, or I'm saying, we don't know any Kakana fee. Ye who the we are and Yama air call. Done for my cremama na fi enim komo bibia woko de why am si panyana o de be ma me aha ti manen ko fom kakra aha manen san ko biu aha ekis mo he man mama na afi yes say am I think say mo we okay Daniel Salasi yes sir bibia woko de okay. Camp what you saying, my boys, Oba so far, what you saying?
Pacho Bian.
Put down in a tear for Anton.
Pacho Bian.
Obian, pa. Oh, okay. Last is now Catibino.
Pacho. Yeah, I'm suggesting number 8.
Who suggesting number 8?
Yes, please.
Last is in sending you my call at the Mount Ever League.
Personally?
Yes.
Nah, Yamako, but now due to lack of training in based on my perspective,
okay.
Na me share on ye.
So Pujawa or no kakra.
Yeah, na me share on ye fit point, Na me lucky wo back.
Now once done your fit.
It's not first round na e ma omudi to be brave.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Akuya katem view. Oh, okay. Now, what compare this season this is insane and yema echo. So from about 5 matches. Uni masing. Ebe. You bet me okay. Teams 5 from Oceano or toughest side a wamu.
Sisa said the toughest side be Cromantin.
Cromantin in Kum. What am I saying?
I'm share 3-1.
I'm share 3-1.
Yes, please.
Woman so far when we say, when the Bright Stars a ball last one, Bobby. Last year.
No more injury.
You say see how you fit to be Obama boss ahead of game the preparation when the course again. Okay. Kapiito supporters ne. Nyame adom agema e baso no.
Shout outs to our wife, your mommy boy or
Okay.
1 man supporter, 1 woman supporter rather.
Your friend is saying.
Our wife Coco Tene.
Hey, wow. We want to be now, okay. Any other supporters? No. Can we be sure what say mamu komo?
Supporters na gasa. Me share am fa bebre in Kasapi, ba minimum, ba me share am minimum din bebre. Yeah, ba minimum po.
So mun cry ahead of game mamu kwakobo no.
Yeah, to me the Bright Stars be 2-0.
Comedy 2-0.
2-0 simple.
Supporters na expected 2-0 goals from Heaven's Gate.
From Heaven's Gate.
Say what best share Bright Stars.
Yeah, striker no be deliver my.
Oh, okay. Okay. Mamani James Amuakon enim komo kakra na fi yanku yerim kakra. We aye Daniel Selassie na oteren kano. Was Selassie no we injury. Okay. James bibi aboko.
Chanyame ado bibi aboko.
Wow. We are midfielder now.
Striker.
We are striker. Una aye number 9 no. Bro ni kakra. Okay. Last season ubo game bi ahead of against Bright Stars ubo bi.
Bi pa.
Send na game nete.
Oh. Na game the name word in the by in our betration 2-1.
Na emodin.
Yeah, emodin.
Na emu na edin no ye saying the entina na emu modin.
Nka say a good side. Almost a good side. Ye ball omo ball. Ntino. With man.
Okay. Nyame ya domo a watchina 3 p.m.
Yeah.
Mushia Bright Stars. Ona we striker. Eden ana de agwa kwam.
Oh, sorry.
Ona we striker.
Oh, I prepare am say o me dey beje points no akan dey. O me so be den ya be show.
Bright Stars dey am bo se wo.
O me den ya be show.
Onu so amutie o.
Amutie.
2-1 in momo.
Eka so omunyina omu good side omunyina ye ba. Omu good side
but omunyina ye
ba.
Nyame ya adom o china game
3.
But don't say a local derby
pa.
Or a local derby. Barcelona and Espanyol. Or be that.
Yeah.
Everton Liverpool. Or be pay.
Yeah.
Madonina. AC Milan. Inter Milan. Galatasaray for the back. On the way here. Okay. It's a game here. Small game cry.
Small game mesh.
Can be supporters and I will give me watch. Will be 4K Abba. Wo 4K Abba say wo Basse Mbwini. And I say wo 4K Abba say wo Bana mu de lose abefie. Can be supporters no.
Ebe ka say supporters no. Omu nyambra mehwe. Good man of merit football keke. By John Heaven's Gate. The Bishop Bright Stars.
Mary Mama.
Yeah.
Mary Mama.
Yeah, the Bishop.
Mary Mama.
Thank you, the Bishop.
Okay. Matthias, I mean, Kennedy. Now in Kennedy, dear, and in common ever different kakra. Yes, Michiano, or I'm saying in a bonk of Mobi but when I would tell my chin was studio. Now, many Eddie come again. You are Korea.
Biawoko Kapiito.
Sebu sanfo nyina ho ye.
Obi ahwo ye.
Ene wa wura mu studio ha o.
You are sorry.
Ene Mfantseman fo nyina ti o.
Yes, we almost ntie yi.
Okay.
Ntene ya ba no.
Okay. Na wa ko player no. Me say Astro football so aboso ball pay.
O ma boss 4 years am de ba man kesim ni.
Wa boss.
Boss sa.
Ene ya se ya hawa na.
Oh, I am bebli because ka debi match say no. Ke wa ha park no na yema. Ma hu se nyama ekotin na debi match so ayekobo no bi cross no enye fe ke wedaman ke simana ke ye ba ku bia be hu de we game no mu ne hu de rob na se de ye rob no ti tef no ma se na ha me pa
ere na o ka kire mpanifo tef
slim pinfo na gu form se muni anketo aye bobo wo so eto de bi kro mu de ye kwa metwuma na ye me ya last season said the never bobo match.
Mfantseman Powersport.
Pa no ma bobo program bi was here place na bobo match no. E na esa ko 2-10 no. So
ansana bobo ball.
Ansana bobo ball no utumi bobo na pentoa na pin. E da so na we wi unu aketo na okoto na bia se bi ni ko twufo ma. E bia sa de no so akwa ko woni ni. Ti slim pin fo na gu fom. Omo hwe no munye ni yi ma he. Na hwa na de bobo ball ma na ye den. Aso bi eni. Yan fo ho na e for master car. Master kebetumi abono but nipa no mbehwe no hotel fo no so no omum tumi basku no musa mbehwe ma ne yi tie slow mo munye ni yemaye
mo ne Bright Stars kwakobo wo ti ompe
o ma bo ti omo pa
oni mu omo pa the last time no saying and ko fan easy and now fan easy
o dabi man fan easy o mo so fan easy ba ewie che na ba ko da form e de omo to form la sawa pa la
o de omo to form kra
o la sawa one side de omo to form ma he
what is say omo say omo ya pa
yenim pa esi omu trim some baba revenge ba yesu ya boy hu esi on se ni freni kasa obeto boabo na nice bibi so
okay
ye ni aboy hu esi enye kasa na de ade
okay
ba ni na agina park no so nyambo achi na twom ye nenim se sa abo na esi omu de ahye omu bo mo ahye sika bi omu nim se na sika na ahye omu ahye sika bi ahye pa Kapiito first round omu ye ade bi pa one side kro ya o by a game.
Okay.
You promise you almost 100 million outside. Say we near Yembeji, Bodro Crambejina, Scanny Tonsum. Until the second round mumu. By the Kumukran is Canambana Sama.
Oh, okay.
So much is can expect to I'm watching and paying for the best promises as Cano. And they came Tonsum, Mikibia. Simple.
Amutio.
Oh, Muntia me. Anyone a company ben. Into mamu kasa yete ba ne nkasa tem che se ni freni beto bo abo anan nice bibi so nyambo atia na be kira go pramano so
okay na muko abasa no mu fili hono hono bo no etese mu fili environment no ne pitch na mo bo no honye mu kromu a say ye dia say wa hanti mo bo hono hu ni say
the mechanics Kapiito ye fili pa ba enye pa 100% because ufri krum ko bo obi man so no enye easy ubenya omombe do kakra omombe tan kakra na ntema ye sense free aha enkoduro no Mfantseman Powersport na afi no moye timfuturo no wo address ni tikura na ko futuro no betumi ase hu na ukoduro na afi na obobobo no so no moto fasi last season me kai na friend of omama ya nre address room kura ya nye wo map mpo ya nye wo map
address wo ka ni mo
no kure ye ba na address o kan o ma anya wo map mpo ne besi park no so na esi park no so de mo fan first half de den de sika from start say o mo bu ye kon fe chiri so tike ya de bia ye bono ha
okay 5 matches so far ma bono one na fo say wo mo bono edam uyi officiating to nchen a wo mo de bono wo mo bo hwamo
5 matches boy match a fan dimpa any friend of and so say week no so dey
we so ka comment nkum
any nkum de no the my fan say nkum de no say ka omuma ebibi ye je points for because time I dem say o say bo match no e ku gina park no so almost be de no munyamba nti ye na say college ne e bibia ne say mentality say omumba de ye je points na mai
okay
ti ne hu yan say ni minimum aba nti say atam na aboa ye ho twen omo no munyamba ntema pressing bibli na jide ko fomba ne friend of
Mfantseman Powersport
sa week no ye training ti say de ye ninkum na ye training show muti sa matching de doni no kura wan fa ne bete na empay fo nyame adom am de ekoto hotel o ha ekoda o hwe krumo o hwe de ekunti sa matching de omo ankasa kura say match omo abo emu odin na no
again friend of
omo do mu share bia mu say omo bobo Madrid na Barcelona pa.
Oh, okay.
Friend of one day.
Then I walk on the actually Abasanfo a wo mu area wo behwe game ni bi minim some supporters be ko so mo enko game ni eba so sade na be kan the area how for nyina wo game nyame admo china eba so
they can say enkopon fa china nchae.
Okay.
Na fans kakra e benya na Abasa so nyamo achi no mo hwe nim ye blow mo 3 points. Bibrina support ye dressing cramp ni ye wura ho na achi bi mu. Ko painful na ya de emphasis da mom.
Okay.
Painful na ya de.
Okay.
The supporters of mo ntwen 3 points. No mo man kesi mo aso mo na ebekọ so e de 3 points be free the ide.
E de
aba. Embo ache de me painful sensitive na Kapiito e ma osun sensitive.
Okay. Eti we Ken ana wotere nka no Agosta wo question bia bebusa wo mo a na febra champion baby munya mo mra na fe yenhwe wo question bia be so obusa mpanifo a Mr George Martin asi urom kakra na fe yenim komono mfa mfiri ho Agosta bia bokọ de
Kapiito badadoroma bia bokọ
abusa fo nyina we
bia jene na de kama
kroni e fro sen biriwa na no mabo
Anamabo.
Ehoni Anamabo. You are technical school bi wono.
Biwa.
Biwa. Kwajia bi hono na ya Anamabo. So mo hoye.
Obiano hoye.
The Bright Stars nailing Comono, the Heaven's Gate. Okay, minimum almost didn't come up now. I think it's last season, it's our game near 2 Jaw, Master Park, so heavy.
Papa, 90 minutes.
Woman of one, then I become.
Kapiito, when I was nominated for years, I said, Kinchobia. Kapiito, when we do a Kunya share. Heaven's Gate, the Bright Stars match better 2 times and not 3 times be. Okay. Both on the turf now, mistaking that. Okay. Now Heaven's Gate team, so my phone watch a crack. I don't quite have teams so many, especially unfortunately Yakubo Yabos Abase. In a cinema against friend of last season with my warm up. It has been a dear magazine teams not where you pan. Anytime you call my debiano, sometimes we're late. Only a yakwana as a quan in year 1. And I can't have to watch and the same fee or camp and temp. Now in cement could be I late and game is when the Yabo Bia at least after the previous match in over first half, second half no next game teams will warm up other staffs and I don't know to be okay. Until this is the no the Yamal Saka, but still this problem is still hunting magazine clubs in India. Okay. Anytime you might do who be an over if yama be 1 hour, be 30 minutes to the time and somewhere then when started the sometimes drive football di mu yamo kakra nti ben hye na team so man so nya ne dem 2 am Bright Stars America but Heaven's Gate way ben hye na wale year to cap off that things now am wo to what fia anytime you my day bia no Kapiito way late and sana aba on your 1. Okay. No 2 in the local DVD anytime you know excitement no so and sometimes discipline actions be so ma yeah I have kakra and sometimes referee decisions so then I have kakra and Heaven's Gate way discipline rise. About then work some another bad then what to acquaint both the players and their managers because a game against Artillery. Okay. Or about Sami Koshebi. Okay. Who the cinema no be full coach ma or yeah kasakasa kakra ho. Nti be discipline wise be you say that to come to cap off any indiscipline activities be to make off result in red card and now about decision be from the referee. Yes, about hard team no even the match and subsequent matches are no Kapiito. Okay. Mr. George will be you no pa. Mr. George, Acosta a questions no A2.
Okay, Madam, I think regarding lateness this season I bet to differ. If your call crack or warm it was the match the match there was some about say about put it still there was a time where I think say I even had to confront the match commissioner. Say time in the year so we better prefer say Powersport. You know when it comes to lateness there say last season I said no card there I think it's right but this season there but me that so train adwin then akoso because a hard team so maybe I no can say last season yan warm me up nti no there ade this season you 2-1 am I rightfully say any friend of match in Pony Koda ho that should tell you how prepared we are to get things together. Talking about indiscipline on our part, I also bet to differ. I think say a club here about discipline. You can tell for a fact say your players in the technical team ni will be. And nevertheless, he made mention of the fact say legendary situation many the opposing team technical man any confrontation be I think so football okay it is I have every right to make some complaints to the match commissioner I say about match na man ko here not to go to no ni bench but to the match commissioner and I think say he also came there to make his complaints and I think say all no exchanges be there of course but I believe say football mo be Anthony Nsa obi ndidi obi atem but I feel say I feel say decision be koya ne was saying favor the other side one way or the other so it's part of football nevertheless we take his advice I think say discipline ya dey be ehun hia ewo football nti no yeda na say watwetwen adwan den akosa anuma menu so nti no baby ayenso ye chia no ye behwere aye den yetu anam nti me da na say
Sajua
Kapiito
Heaven's Gate
mama kofa team no my team na me in terms of discipline say team be a discipline into me Heaven's Gate in film
okay
it's a discipline to America cause me different situations be a players na in discipline why then we more suspension for more almost by 3 months or more
okay
yeah because me there a good day na go back no Nana or Queen. Yeah. When now or more suspension. Into one of the in terms of discipline, having gate today. One hour getting pay for bass and get a team in the mode. Say, be na in discipline person. 1 year they want to show them a year do. Okay. Now one day the other baby I want mean you on the anime more about so they are doing well. The discipline aspect in the we Nampana but a tool team to a local debby. We send a local debby when away team way training or man sick.
Okay.
Scoop back back baby and a local debby should be our the picture a train or do. Okay. But we the same pitch. Okay. No train or to a typical local debby. Okay. I think there's a match and so yeah Jeff na say no kobo no town nche kobo bopa okay nti yen she won kra le these two teams no botu ayi bibi me page Mfantseman na
okay okay no say Israel no abebe obibi abebu say omo na be ka kire omo nso a na fe yen hwe na yen prepare mfamfiri ho na yen ko
say Kapiito say bisam there ma hwe wona world board does I know I haven't seen any of their sides play, but in the them side in the Bright Stars bar, and then there's Heaven's Gate bar. I look at the conversations and I see that may anticipate to be able to win a game.
Okay,
and I like branding. Team be brand the one way. One of the main reasons why I'm a supporter Park Academy. I think I was there one time. They called Charlie. Rocky and so that people who reach out try to brand themselves well, and actually how they are looking, their costume. I was at the studio, how well customized Jesse. It means or it clearly shows you how they are even yearning towards the season.
Okay,
a corner war for the OCC towards the season. I like this guy. I said, "My man, kasa baby, a Jumano yabe no failed in so." And a footballer must not talk plenty. That doesn't mean a footballer be or no, but now no can never be a
okay.
A Chelsea Enfa. I wish I can watch their game.
Okay.
Now I'm putting it to manager there. I can risk it.
Mfantseman Powersport.
Just see how promising me. Say be do in the next 1 hour. Meet me I will kroma na makwa kwhwe mu bi. Ewa basa. Na so that when I'm also at my end na you can't Heaven's Gate Asema, and I also said the other team Nasama me who say, oh, I came to Mfantseman, I came to witness a good game of football. Derby match be a match or easy. So the discipline aspect of football no monche instill the discipline in the players. Say I will confirm that there is discipline in the camp of the other team and Heaven's Gate na the other team, so there is discipline. One core game no do. Psych your players. Put the mindset in their head that Charlie a derby game now, but it doesn't mean you should injure yourself. Then keep prewo Yankubia in Kroma Hadi. Now at the end of the day, name to mention him.
Okay.
But you are brothers in the town, but then football on a more different.
Mfantseman
just go and play a good game. Make sure you win the point. Men koye kasakase biya. At the end of the day, as a manager, yes, I will stay and watch tomorrow.
Okay.
Is
that George?
In terms of so Heaven's Gate, in terms of facilities and not training AEDD, Marco team, even top team Chisbo or materials bar.
Okay.
In Zama with the train.
Mfantseman Powersport.
Boss so bad do everything. Actually central region me le drafts na won ka wa boji premiership na bo ngite da na wo training na den as one papa
okay
painful oye juma because my sec ye begiji ye bo kosoro ye teams ye kokepo sia wo hye Heaven's Gate say je one ma trace ye use boss so bad o one na use wo bibia ada say nti I think one abo my sec so the most of the players in a PGF, Choy, myself, Yamafredano, okay, Heaven's Gate, also Mefred. Players at least by 5 players or my second. Yeah, Jeffrey, 5 million. Okay, Yamafred, you know, I am Mefred. Yeah, one of a country. Yeah, 2 Mefres, yeah, one of into a team. I think, yeah, Tawichi, yeah, Tawichi.
Mr. George,
sir. ɛno sɛ abɛbɛ ɛtoto nneɔma ba ɛna mɛma waka kurom a ɔno kora mpo sɛ ɔbɛsti ahwɛ wahwɛ anoma bɛba no kora no ɔno mu bɛma ne yɛde ne nneɔma mu bɛma ne aba nti ɔngyina yie paa.
Okay. Mo last words kakra ahead of game a yɛba so no na afei no ɛnim kakra bɛka kyɛ supporters no ɛne ɔmo a ɛtie na afei ɛnya mo kwan.
Okay, Kapiito yɛdam ase deɛ di kan yɛbɛda motiefoɔ ase. I think say mu yɛ adwuma mo mami di kan mo enda mo ase. I think say you are really doing a good job. Say ura me dem me penyon pa but munti me frequency that 104.1. Okay. I listen to you almost every day, and it's because of the good work you guys producers ni bibia so really appreciate the tosubium. I think say meda obibiara or support Evans Gate. It's been, I always say this, it's been a steady progress. Yeah, the free baby ni edua enye ye nkwan ahoden. I think say nipa kakra wo kromo support and we really appreciate it. Going forward no ochine local derby messe I can't recount a match I any Bright Stars abo a year rough, a year basa basa. Two teams ni na yebu ye ho sebio. We have respect for each other. They have the quality, we have the quality. You know, but I think it's a very nice game. Ochina obi biara mbe den mbe hwe bi ye a se ye be win e be den nyame se Bright Stars so ne be win a na ye nyame no wahehye ne mum. Let's go have a nice game, and at the end of the day no ye are nyina ye nsan ye nkambom na ye nyina ye ntimi nsan ye chinye den embra man kesim nti masem kakra me waka fa. Okay,
enti your name is Mr. George and after this get benefit the team come on ma wutimi ete Abrante Daniel Selassie Ebabi ana ye wo Orane James Amwako bai afi Arthur Kennedy one also ebaye ma bibia kama Mr. George mu na timi prepare me don mo chena yeruam ewo Abasa Astrotef ewo ana Bright Stars home Bright Stars enso eri hit mo Asia mi adoma wo chena Mr. George beba na beta mochi na eni perifo dim komo na we betimi the commentary e dia ba na fe tiefu a omo ewo Mfantseman ne importamu a local derby esenketodwa ewo ha na komo hu se game we na ekosoro yetimi e the commentary na bre wo mtini ye bompa ye wakire betimi aba na ye be wotena si game na tv yetimi ekama pa
edamase e be hwe wani.
Okay,
awen kamo.
Okay, eti ya na Evans Gate ana edi enkomo no ye obedi nkomo kakra e ofie ha na afi yetimi apepre kire e de afiro bi yetimi ekama pa enso etimi edi amaw na yetie ene se yeberuomu na yakwa prepare kire enso ede afiro ede aba na bibia etime ekama pa ntino urandi ere Acosta tenase yeba abedi nkomo no enso ede afiri wona bibia etime ayekama pa ti Acosta di January wa ha yeba prepare kire de afiri wona fi bibia etime ayekama pa enso e wohorom Acosta se bibia da ho dedam
Kapiito dem yete fi Mfantseman ya kan obi teacher when adwede bia na time bi na yoma obi anade obi na yedi yetun yesin wana bi dem Kapiito on to them say unka local match at teams tuni na the base here in Mankesim the train here in Mankesim teams tuni ya what so Mankesim here yadi nke be ado no fe there you tuni dem game do there all kodo Mankesim ha mo see ya there for car ko Abasa aso tuni ko enjoy the teams na ya susoma teams na there abe team about division 2 because from division 3 Heavens Gate and Bright Stars about division 3 now up to now and all of a sudden now due to 102 another due to obine incompetencies ade ko board wa Abasa Kapiito de on sheda on tweye democrat nti yes painful dem da adanya kan no yes painful therefore the assay so say ahibia with small sky between that shame no Kapiito you to that the turf ni na ya prevent the turf from any other activities be on your footballing activities I would mind at the major pitch now you to maintain the pitch because on your fit on your come at them and kind of not economically as some Kapiito say master coach Heavens Gate even master now we can wait to crown coach Heavens Gate now Bright Stars match you the number of fans I would mind what how much be and woman meet on bread now cocoa drink na pure water and other stuff so you how to me the oil market na or to me the onion scar in that particular fixture nti ore anaka Abasa meaning there nya ebuko bi apedeto nso aboto Abasa ni ho epede to bofrot bi dia aboto Abasa ni ho nti skasama ebe nya no obekwa Abasa on so pon ya district mu nti esempemfo want to Yamana, where then one share your turf and one your turf in here, because so I turf in the party anytime, yeah, the baby, I was a man, Casa and Kapiito, Uncle Baby, simple for definitely on the baby, there, you may turf in the crowd of Kapiito.
Okay, you know, you didn't come a crack, I had we say, Tireka Crabby, but didn't come on up perpetual and wait to make come up.
Back again, raps up again. That's right.
Mfantseman Powersport. Mfantseman Powersport.
That's right. JQ in the medley. Rich City. What's up, baby? All right.
Okay. Say Dr. Dua Basame Kancho said Nebra say stroke netted to say Biantin Bodmon Pem, Corner Dr. Duma SMB testing me for Kubodmon Pem, me Pacho Uram Elman Kasimba Fikumudia, Ewana Fe, and crying Oroko official town, El Christ with the school net 0243 989368, Akona Nemanya Kama, and to me Mfamau. Now, Washington Barbara Salon Home Appliances and Kancho said Brabe UT, Afi Home Appliances in the area bar, so pay TVs and a home theater, Oba when Sa Ek, Basame Kancho say, Sawoba. Na afi ope ayon omo di ba multi TV dish and decoder meta so ga ka senati pe o man kas mu ko anso be company for 0243424526 0243424526 na ko ewo Methodist Church na echi pe ewo man kasim Dr. Richard Boa for the Menka say I want a mark account on mo ba be mo abape babu ma won etumi aba waso wa kwadre nti ba podo elfa entity mu ama watimi awo afa wan for malaria related to stroke oko vision of hope epani4 area kama pampa choman kasim won e Pentecost school 0548191209 0548191209 na kona mpacho epani4 ehwe no mu akama na enema etumi enkoye na uram area Benji's guest house and hideout spot. Almost some kind of say nay, one guest house no away come up da nema ekoyom sound restaurant to be the affiliate one sound sporter which me no odofo ababetena sem wetimi agimoni na enema come up Sunday special one eba and super perpetually na bibia timi come up party that here and say uram edi fufuo muti okkonteni ani akwa on saka bi Benji's guest house uram ekonfi adukuma on ampanifo ewon krankwaten po yaso 0243 748485 0243 748485 nako na enema enedi emfamo kama pa champion be yeni nkomo kakra mo no ne kakra minisa basa nkomo no obedi yewuram na fi nkomo kakra na fi enko na
Kapiito, and Rasunchia, listeners of Mfantseman Radio, we stick and stay with Yang na and OBBC. Now, because of time in I would want to tackle an issue be a brand of friend Paul Scholes, former Manchester United player, our friend Paul Scholes, and come out Wezi, and I'm a pedem Kawasem Kaka. No, something about Ruben Amorim. Even in the match against West Ham, Ruben Amorim, the changes are I was the team name, which all boils down to the issues of Manchester United. And most whenever I sit and whenever I get the podium to talk about something, for Manchester United win there. The problems of Manchester United start with Ruben Amorim. The problems of Manchester United is not just the mere ones we see on top. Football more goes beyond or more goes into it than what we see on the field of play. At the end of the day, you feel they will turn on the cows kaboom into so original field they should just play. Sometimes the conditions and situations of some players are mostly the reasons why Nzama Onkoye from Manchester United. And a brand often Paul Scholes. No, about Manchester United there. Ruben Amorim, he feels it's not the right man to coach Manchester United. Now Manchester United for quay. Now we call the Ruben Amorim Yobia about 3 back. Now what's the one win there? Is he the right man to carry the team? And even when the team was losing, he brought on 4 defenders against West Ham. And I miss Derby. This man doesn't know what he's talking about, because the Manchester United, the biggest team in England, one of the biggest teams in England, some of the decisions they make, now, Mama Faun Quech, no, America was me. back at 2013, the last time Manchester United won G League, no. In fact, and Mfantseman bi okodo Manchester United. In fact, a team like Manchester United having one of the best managers in the world in the person of Sir Alex Ferguson. Ano kita team ya oye team. And Alex Ferguson, obia him that's Alex Ferguson if Manchester United. The man who will come and replace Alex Ferguson were also raw friend Pep Guardiola Salah. But then Pep Guardiola stay with Bayern Leverkusen, Bayern Munich. A season before, Alex Ferguson will be a team name. Now, if after that decision, Manchester United decided, say, well, what can Pep Guardiola now was the team now, man, and Alex Ferguson leave team name, and a Pep Guardiola Salafi Bayern Munich, no can that be? Opedo stay just 1 year with all rest. Works nazi and Sano Baba be take over team bina we coach or we take team bina we coach. But then that is one thing at Manchester United. 1 year there, or often say Alex Ferguson or if team name. That's all the team name or your often Pep Guardiola Salah. Pep Guardiola pedo kokats na one watch now man Sano Ababe coach team. Alex Ferguson Canada he will stay with the team once again. And no kafa Powersport no me na bay or you want to team name. Just because Pep Guardiola that be or cuts nephew 1 year now rest and sana Pep back door baba for team now. Alex Ferguson said that be he wants to still stay in the team. See why and I there. So if it's team Nima or the team Nima or your role friend David Moyes, poor decision. Okay. So a big team like Manchester United. Say a big manager or to them refi team Nima. We decided that we are giving the team to a small club as Everton manager David Moyes, no more coach team. And one of the things is a Manchester United fan, or they disappointed in so much in there. When Alex Ferguson was leaving the team, next squad then one average age 27 years. Now, Shade David De Gea Quintana. Okay. No, the goalkeeper of Manchester United. Nothing no work for now, but no 22 years. I'm mentioning the ages of the key players and the team before Alex Ferguson. Only for team Nako. Nemanja Vidic, no 31 years. Phil Jones no Chris Smalling numze nothing no when you want to team nima. What slowly, gradually, when you introduce one to the team. And Phil Jones or 21, Chris Smalling was 23. But these boys are not even core members of the team. Rio Ferdinand was a core member of the team. No, 34 years. Now, Patrice Evra was a core member of the team. No, 32 years. Ashley Young came and started playing. No, one of the core members of the team. No, 27 years as at that time. Antonio Valencia was a Bay. No, also 27 years as at that time. Defensive midfielder Oya Michael Carrick, he was 31 years as at that time. Oya player, our friend Darren Fletcher, who was also a core member of the team, was 29. Paul Scholes was a member of the team. Now is it 28 years. And Robin Van Persie, and also another core member of the team. Robin Van Persie was 27 years. Wayne McRooney was 27. And Shinji Kagawa 24. Okay. Ryan Giggs was 39. Ruben Van Persie, 29 years. And Dimitar Berbatov was 32 years. So actually the starting lineup and the starting players are a core members of the Manchester United team before say Alex Ferguson will be for team number check one age. Obio Sokrawum average a 24 years, another 27 years. Do now were old people. And Obi Bakare sent Manchester United team out to them. And with Alex Ferguson influence, before he had left the team, he could have equally worked to any team in the world. Go and inquire or ask about any player. Nansaka player no or Znaba Manchester United team name. But then Alex Ferguson, I heard the Mazen. He went to bring in our friend David Moyes. And David Moyes came to take the team. Then David Moyes started signing Morgan Schneider and my one Fellaini. He signed players with below average performance. Players are one mindset in here winning. No, team name. Now look at the crop of coaches. Manchester United. After say Alex Ferguson few was one about David Moyes count, Louis Van Gaal count, Jose Mourinho was a proven winner. But then if Paul Scholes wants to talk about tactics, wants to talk about formation, Jose Mourinho, he's a pack the bass man. No, don't work for Manchester United. Okay. Wakafa, the German philosopher, was Nina Bay. Michael Carrick ni na be kita team ni bi. And lastly, mo chamunsu no mukaye or our friend Eric Ten Hag. Okay. So if they tell you about some of the problems Manchester United have encountered, Manchester United, our friend Eric Ten Hag had the power to sign Harry Kane for £100 million. Okay. And I want on the 80. But then if you are a clubber, every England, sign Harry Kane is that you are supposed to pay 100 million. Okay. But then our friend Eric Ten Hag okay, I'll try Harry Kane here, Gina. Young Jane Kafa Rasmus Hoyland from Bologna. I will a few matches. Na about to Kotana what 76 million pounds. Harry Kane 100. Rasmus Hoyland 76. Na Eric Ten Hag kind of want to Rasmus Hoyland over Harry Kane. As at that time, there were 4 strikers available at Manchester United both to sign. One was Harry Kane, one was Victor Osimhen, one was Randell Kolomwani, and one was Seiko Garassi of Borussia Dortmund. Goes Norwegian. Eric Ten Hag's derby, we should go and sign Rasmus Hoyland because on there with the power or a left-footed, there's a certain striker or Manchester City or a left-footed. No, so it's our friend Erling Braut Haaland. It's your to Rasmus Hoyland ba oboboen. Manchester United problems, and if we sit down and we tell you that kanimun samza achewa wala nkasa ubu wa kuma be yo a certain Eric Ten Hag went to Manchester United went to Borussia Dortmund. Borussia Dortmund had players. They had a Haaland, they had Jude Bellingham, but then they had Jadon Sancho. Now okay, the player now here pen out of these 3 was Jadon Sancho. At £100 million got to Jadon Sancho. Eric Ten Hag came to Manchester United. Obebo who no coach Ayas. Obebo Ayas and Okochi Orafen Mohamed Kudus. Okochi Anthony. Okay. And okay, the woman is can also woman £100 million. No from quarter Anthony over Kudus. Okay. So when you listen to some of these decisions and the board didn't decisions be a maker, you sit down and think about it. Who sits down and make a decision like this? Before Walker signed Manuel Ugarte was an ABBA. And then the competition was between Manuel Ugarte and a Joao Neves. Okay. Yes, he's your boy. PSG. Okay. And Mfantseman Powersport. And also because of Casemiro exploit. No, more Real Madrid INT. Yes, sign the Casemiro. Ne young blacks no. Ne kafa Casemiro be ye these 2 boys. The following season, Eric Ten Hag say, okay, Casemiro na bobo, but then right now the one who will bring the fight to Manchester United, Manuel Ugarte Ribeiro. And the kafa Manuel Ugarte be play team no na Manuel Ugarte no or you be on the bench. Okay. He sat at the bench for so many matches, bare 4 matches before he introduced him into the team. Kill the spirit. Okay. So you look at the transfer decisions now. It been my year and what the Manchester United hierarchy. You sit down and see that what is going on in the darling club of Manchester United? Okay. Giving the wrong managers time. Look at the Manchester United lineup was a start. Okay. The only players are often Ruben Amorim was signed one. Patrick Dogu, Mateus Cunha, Brian Mbuemo, and Benjamin Sesko. These are the 4 boys, 4 core boys. Manager or friend Ruben Amorim. Apart from that, all the players, almost 50%, 60% of Manchester United players are players signed by Eric Ten Hag. Rasmus Hoyland 1 turn, Joshua Zexi Oroboza 1 turn, Anthony Asisi on the Mwoku Kwasi 1 turn, Casemiro 1 turn, Mateus Delete, Martinez Nubina, all these boys, Nuzaya Maserari, even Andre Onana we be Fimonkwe, Atal Benyader. All these boys are our friend Eric Ten Hag the boys.
Okay.
And these are the boys na Eric Ten Hag na kasa quarter one. And at the end of the day, he wasn't getting the result. Okay. But then all of a sudden, the Manchester United faithfuls want to sit down and say that boys na manager be quarter one does one babe in Ejuman. Because Ojidambo is easy. He believes that these boys are the boys who can work in the system of Manchester United. Now why you? These are the boys that Manchester United automatically want the manager now Ruben Amorim to cook with them. Is it possible? Okay. That was one Bobo and tactics in Buaye. But then we want another manager only anything about these players to work with them and get results. Manchester United faithfuls Eric Ruben Amorim is the man for the job. And right now, the footballers has diverted from Yenki Kangumne and Kobobin to the extent that football is now built on projects. Yet now your work project. We are playing with a specific group. We are showing a specific tactics. And given 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, the tactics will manifest and it will be something great. Okay. So Ruben Amorim Bay, when you're just a half middle of the season transfer, no, they call for Padrino Bay. So when you're just 2 transfer windows. Okay. And that is what he is working with. So given time, on your more 2, 3, 4 transfer windows, he can bring in players over to over to so Manchester United fans also when you have Ruben Amorim can cook something better.
Champion be na oteren kan say is right. Obi say me musa say yes say St. Augustine's actually protest. Say we use unqualified player and no return trophy no. Say anything. Na fi me matie for mo bi.
Kapiito Park no do
I'm actually protest.
What you protest? The
player be no mo kan ho asem no.
Seche no protest na otwe le onko onye student. That the protest otwe. Meanwhile boy so a student. Iti when you the buy. Ya responded that okay. Ya ba sports for pinfo no kwe. Okay no protest otwe no student. Si asasa there a picture when you picture mu it is a set I don't know on count it's your final trophy. Do you have only 48 hours
to return
the trophy? Yeah, or maybe you're there, you go for a period now, you return trophy now.
The picture is no name.
Picture, yeah, for picture on car a whole rule sitting on count.
Picture and
picture uncle.
So then come rules no the other number trophy.
In there, Kapiito.
Because me say you what tournament to be here. The rules no ba MOB AGB
can to say but yeah share the man na way uncle.
The one is saying a picture be no normal san.
Kapiito keep
so you say some return trophy bia.
Keep kusino. Wa hwe ule ye dominate to opiade a obaye de but the silence. Enjenda yenya ye shem no po nke bufuri aba then at least ye bokombo ayenko na po yenko ye be fidam zone anade. But dem sha ni hu de yam wate yo ye bokoda dominate say whether obaje cap po yes ye basan age. And then the committee payful one chairman of Kacha no. If that be the case, Japan tell more per day, one more fan by the football. Also, no, trophy and wape. Trophy and of a waji. Why you
say right.
Yeah.
And none of the bar, not picture trouble.
Picture Chibian count. You know, Abian count. So, final listener at the corner.
Say picture chunk.
Final listener at the corner at the Bofana, at the call, let's say the corner. Yanfa guy in the account. Now would then be said, for the guy in the tournament after tournament you be play one replacing.
Okay.
Replacing. Yaji record. Tidam the main auntie, me who the radio and can wait in science school board today. More yellow.
So
why a student?
The chance now.
What you more kind of school? You're going to school or school form 1 or day student form or baby I who baby have what's out the way about. Oh. And it's a day boy get a day na chacha more people like a for Ogwambo Ogwambo Fana. And in some P Adam Kade Oma Central born on Cordon Benin.
Oh, okay.
And I say because my would be a catcher and keep pushing minimum keep pushing no boy. I
just say mobile appeal.
Oh, yeah, sure, no meeting and upon but see ya twere pay for ba na say adele ya ba me catch over
mama 48 hours
me catch what trophy ever trophy come obi am na ya na ever trophy come
okay
trophy do obi am na ya je aboy a show
okay
nti protest be ya na me share tournament wa aboy mu pay for we aka Barcelona ni offer this guy Ghana Nico Williams ADB nti mpemfo a moye no mu na muimle ya abo ma kirewe nti se picture problem a picture hwan obaka kire wo fa picture enwo ya mu mpemfura because one of gas since we imle ya abo fa na we wo protest a watwe de akono ye student that the protest a watwe park obi ai mo ye student
wa bra student
you student na mo ye student ya the document ya abra mo hu mo access wo indeed or student it ba be me
okay
and the more traffic I'm not for traffic come on
okay my for course on kakra bi na fe Mfantseman was say I boss Kapiito you and you are doing fantastic job Queen Francis Southport and Kasedo Real Madrid will bounce back more fire and on the way at their bar what it was say boss Kapiito let me congratulate coach of Heaven's Gate in fact he is very eloquent say and also knows how to talk on air. I can see he's very sober too. Please tell him I like him so much. Though we don't know each other. I wish I would get time to witness this crucial match from senior Okocha on the way at their bar. When so the media was say Kapiito, I like the way champion Bebe does his analysis. Is good. Kudos to you guys. Mfantseman Powersport. Swansea Abra Abumpi and also at the free at the bar 0557166162 0557166162 0557166162 fra na yetumi afo edin komo bebre enso e wo show no eso na we was Kapiito is your boy Sunny listening to you live from Range Phones and Accessories. Greetings to you boss Kapiito, champion Abebe say Israel Acosta the General. You guys are doing a fantastic job. Kapiito, I like your energy. Keep the fire burning. Good morning.
Good morning, Abebe.
Abebe when I friend Kapiito, ni wana ka say.
Kapiito, anu from radio. Kapiito. Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ka say.
Mr. Alan Komante.
Boss yanko.
Abebe, me bomb paye. Mo man nka wa papa wo property FM. Only me, Mr. Alan Komante. On air be ku yok ni edi no.
Okay.
You good analysis pa oya there. To me, no interview no when you become no. On try and no more come from the man copra.
Ayo.
No only man or you papa. I there. So first thing Timothy no more look up at no more.
Okay.
Naming himself your first having get berry because of my sex prayers dinner opposition about 5 years be on woman. Only good papa papa. So me dem show some berry. Okay. For any day three. Me say I'm one man say I'm go be different. We away from home. And so in say Bahamas. If you have a column I'm trembling. I'm going to go no fine. William Bakesima, Mata by Semiano. I'm part of a Sendian, no moment. That's it. Bye-bye.
Okay, Papa sounds with me Abasu Ebi. Everyone said that you have Mfantseman and me are mantem. I'm almost meant to me Amma. Until the end, ever sorrows enough for the news not take you over. Uram Edia Nacha say Alpha Lotto Limited Penny for say a neighbor. Number POS machine be ekoyeduma o ye agent lotto agent abra omno be di djuma ye tene se o machine e free ba na beje na omno ni eni djuma o ye obi so akotwa bi so na akọ agent ne ho a o su betwa alpha lotto de bi ne aye prime friday enti okwa na akotwa mari bi wetuma twa enele de bi nya e wo ho na enema aye kama pa udu mankese mu de a hotel the roses lane abronsan kese ne top wo pe yem frem 34 0542 369 154 wasi utwa ubedi udia ibetua kasa Israel ye ko yem fancy course meet me fa course be appeal ebrenaso European news e take over
e be cheche fu yan da won kwada won chefa
anya mi admo chira live comment beba eba ko fa Bright Stars game no live commentary ntino bebia wo bia obetimi atena se no wati fantastic commentary from Mfantseman 0.5 yenko abebe yeko
okay yenchia obibia oti Mfantseman radio 104.1 I mean chia must stand and el comment Charlie or a positive man Charlie or supporting him baby yenchia
okay oti Acosta the general kana ati say Israel ka champion bebe Euro ultimate nka Branty Akins eri ko Facebook ni Heaven's Gate edi nkomo o chene be hia na fe no ya prepare edi live commentary edi free abasan edi abrel na niam ayekama midin edi boss Kapiito or the news up next macrow
radio tina adwam na asamo cheche mu